If you're looking to get the new year off to a great start, then the Johnson City Parks and Rec want to invite you to start 2025 with a couple of opportunities to break in those new hiking shoes you got for Christmas with a couple of New Year's Day hikes. Connie Deegan is here with all the details. Let's start with the very first one. You're going to get everybody up nice and early on New Year's Day, 6:45 a.m. You want to encourage them to come over to Buffalo Mountain Park.
That's right.
Tell us about this hike.
Alrighty. I really have come to enjoy this hike. It's a sunrise hike.
Right.
And we hike up the service road. So because I really wouldn't be able to take people on the trails because it's pretty rocky and rooty.
Yeah.
And depending upon the cloud cover and things, we can usually make this hike without our lights on, like headlamps and flashlights.
Right.
Because the gravel will throw off just enough light to see the trail, which makes kind of hiking into the sunset pretty neat. And it is a good mile, speck over a mile of steady uphill on the front end of this hike.
But you know coming down, it's going to be easy coming down.
That's correct. And plus, it's really cool because there's 4 vistas on Buffalo Mountain, and probably the most sought after one is White Rock. And that's where we're hiking to. We hike to White Rock, and then it's almost due east, and we just wait for the sun to show up. We've got about a 10-minute window where we wait, and we get ready, and it gets lighter and lighter, and then poof, it's really nice.
And, you know, hopefully, you know, no rain. But if it rains, still doing it? Is it rain or shine?
I do everything.
Rain or shine?
Yep, I'll do it. I'll be there. And you know what? The sun still comes up.
It does.
It's still cool.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it works.
Yes. And if you got a little bit of cloud cover, it makes the sunrise even more spectacular.
It does.
Yes.
It really does. And each year we come down a different way.
Right.
So we're going to come back down the White Rock Loop on that side of the mountain this time for a 2.5-mile total hike.
So that's going on from 6:45 to 9:45 a.m. And then you have a second hike that day, kind of a different hike over on the Keefauver farm over in Gray area. Tell us about that one.
Alrighty, that hike has a totally different flavor. That is more of a traditional naturalist interpretive hike.
Right.
So what we'll do, it's very easy. It's really more of a walk, I have to be honest. We will walk through the pasture, and we will walk along the forested edge, and excuse me, there are things along the way that I would like to explain to people that I think are really cool to know, and a lot of times people don't know. Like, for example, I was looking at the trees driving here this morning, and in the hardwood forest, you'll see one tree that holds on to its leaves. It's a deciduous tree. It's supposed to drop its leaves in the fall.
Right.
Well, it doesn't. So what tree is that, and why wouldn't it drop its leaves?
Okay.
So we discuss things like that.
I think a lot of folks think when we lose all the leaves and it's winter and everything's kind of bare, that nature just it goes dormant. But it really doesn't. There's a lot going on that you need to keep an eye out for.
There is. Nature in winter is pretty fantastic because the stuff that happens in winter allows it to come back in the spring. It's a really neat time of year. And then after that, we're going to go back to the new Opry building on the property. And then, and people are welcome to stay. They can grab a cup of hot cider or hot chocolate. They can look around the building. They can ask questions, or make their way over to the museum, which is right on the property in the old Keefauver farm homestead. And there'll be volunteers there to answer questions as they kind of self-tour through the house.
And the Keefauver farm is one of the most spectacular, as you put it, a great piece of land. I mean, it really is. It's a beautiful place.
It is. And the farm itself is what's called a century farm. It's been around for over 100 years.
When you take folks out, and you know, if you're walking on Buffalo Mountain or in a Keefauver farm and somebody says, "Connie, explain this to me. Tell me what this is," and you will stop and do your best. I mean, I will do my best. You're the naturalist for Johnson City. You want to encourage folks to learn all they can about our region and the plants and the animals and the things that go on here.
Well, you know, not only do I want them to learn, but people want to learn.
Exactly.
People want to learn because there's things that people have been looking at their whole life going, why does that stem have that weird little round ball on it? What are those things? What's in there? Why is that there? You know, and now I can tell you.
Why do big burls come out on the side of trees?
There you go. And how does that get caused? Right.
Yeah.
So I think
why do squirrels make nests? I mean,
yeah.
All these questions.
Yeah.
All right. and you're the person to ask.
That's right. And if I don't know, I'll say I don't know, but I will know the next time I see you.
Or put you on to where you can find out.
That's correct.
All right, Connie, sounds like a lot of fun. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Folks, let's give you the information about these two hikes. That first day Buffalo Mountain Sunrise Hike. It's coming up the first day of the year, January 1st, 6:45 to 9:45 a.m. You need to meet right there at the Noggin Trailhead, right below the Service Road gate. And then, of course, if you want to hang out with Connie all day, you can do that because she's going to take you over to Keefauver Farm there for another hike and a leisurely stroll to learn some things about nature during the winter time. And you also get to invest in the new Opry over there and investigate what's going on over there as well. Get some hot chocolate and cider. It's a great way to spend New Year's Day.